Hello and welcome back to Cabin Organic. Today we're going to show you how we roast our own coffee here in our own home. I have to warn you, once you start roasting your own coffee, there is no turning back. Not only is it so simple and so quick to do, but the flavor is unbeatable. We start with green beans, and we buy ours online. You may be able to find green coffee beans in health food stores, but they're quite easy to find. You can store your green beans in a cool, dark place, in your pantry for example, and they will keep, what I've heard is from up to 1 to 2 years, just in their green state. Here you can see our setup, and the equipment is minimal. We like to use a hot air popcorn machine to roast our coffee. We find that it just roasts it very quickly and very evenly. And so we use a half a cup of green coffee and we put it in. We don't put the butter dish over. We just find that not a lot comes out. And the coffee is going to stay in there. The beans will just go round and round as they roast. And there is a colander there to catch any beans that might fly out. And we just catch them and throw them back in. It only takes about 5 minutes. It really depends on the temperature that it is outside. We also roast our coffee outside in winter, and so sometimes it takes a little bit longer than if we were roasting them outside on a hot day. So it's truly this simple. You put your half cup of green beans into the popcorn machine, turn it on, and let them heat up and roast about 5 minutes. But really what you're doing is watching them the whole entire time and watching them roast, and it smells wonderful as they're roasting, and watching them turn color. And I recommend stopping the popcorn machine when they're still not quite the color you want, because they're going to keep roasting for a full minute after you take them out of the popcorn machine. They're going to be really hot. So if you wait until they're perfectly roasted in the popcorn machine, by the time you get them out and cool down, they'll actually be overdone. So take them out just a little bit before you think they're perfectly done. Turn your popcorn machine off and immediately dump the beans out into a metal colander and shake them around a little bit and just let them sit and cool off as quickly as possible. Right now it's still winter out, so that's pretty quick for us. Once the beans have cooled, they'll look a little like this. I've got 2 examples here of a kind of a medium dark roast and then a very dark roast. Once your beans have completely cooled, put them in a sealed jar or tin, something that's going to keep them nice and sealed for 24 hours. They're going to off gas for this period of time. After 24 hours, you can grind them up and make your coffee. Now we roast our coffee in small batches. We'll do half a cup at a time, and we'll either do 1 batch, maybe 2, if we're having company over. And that's because once your coffee is roasted, you're going to want to grind it up and drink it within 1 week of roasting. So we just get in a habit of roasting coffee once a week, and we always have just enough for our needs. I've mentioned how simple it is to do this yourself. It truly is. As you can see in the pictures, our 3-year-old son, who is now 4, has been in charge of roasting, grinding the coffee since day one. He just loves the whole process, and all we need to do is just be there. We supervise him and we let him know when the coffee's ready and when to turn it off, and we will dump the beans into the strainer for him because it's very hot. And there you have it, roasting your own coffee at home. Simple to do, very quick, but yet some really dynamic results of just having the freshest, most delicious cup of coffee to start your day. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I wish you all the best in your coffee roasting and coffee drinking adventures. Please subscribe for more videos by Cabin Organic.